Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Common Sense Crypto channel. As with you always, this is Rich doing another video today on XRP. So I hope you're all having a wonderful day today, wherever you are in this great world. We're going to talk about XRP. I'm also going to try to find a happy medium for my intro. Some people love the new intro, some people hate it. I'm going to try to find something that works for everyone. How was today's intro? Also, I got to give a shout out to Frederick, who watches the channel every day at work. Thank you for that. Ripple CTO shares views as him and documents near release. So Ripple CTO David Schwartz expressed his viewpoint as the crypto industry awaits the public unveiling of the documents of former SEC employee William Hinman. In a 2018 speech, Hinman stated that Ethereum was not a security. As expectations build up, so do speculations as to whether Ripple would agree to make them public. But I think it's out of Ripple's hands. Even David Schwartz said, I am not a lawyer, but I don't think Ripple can agree not to make them public. The judge has ruled that they're judicial documents and that no factors outweigh the public's right of access to them. So we're definitely getting those documents. I wish we would have got them a lot sooner, like at the beginning of this case. But hey, better late than never. Lawsuit looms. Ripple advocates emphasize importance of U.S. market amid ongoing battle. Now, I want to point out the importance of the U.S. market. While Ripple expands its global presence, Deaton stressed that the U.S. market remains a crucial one for the company. Some critics argue that Ripple growth outside the U.S. diminishes the significance of the ongoing lawsuit. However, Deaton points out that Ripple's own liquidity hub platform does not even offer XRP for use, highlighting the regulatory constraints that Ripple faces domestically. This limitation reinforces the need for a favorable resolution to the lawsuit, as it would enable Ripple to integrate XRP more extensively alongside its proprietary technology. And it's true, XRP is not part of Ripple's liquidity hub. That's, again, another big reason why this case is so important. The repercussions of the legal battle are exemplified by Ripple's severed ties with one of its primary U.S. partners, MoneyGram International. MoneyGram chose to distance itself from Ripple, citing uncertainty surrounding the lawsuit and its potential impact on their future collaboration. Now, I know MoneyGram and Ripple are still partnered, but I think MoneyGram has distanced itself. That's why we see them tying in with XLM and Stellar. Additionally, several cryptocurrency trading platforms delisted XRP in response to the lawsuit, sparking community outrage. The resolution of the Ripple versus SEC lawsuit could pave the way for Ripple to rebuild relationships with key partners and regain traction in the U.S. market. You know, that was one thing I missed when I was talking about XRP having a major run-up after the lawsuit ends, was the fact that we're also going to see it get relisted on a lot of exchanges, adding more FOMO money to the price of XRP. Again, I don't see that major pullback happening. There's way too many good things around this case. If this case ended right now, I could see XRP definitely surpassing $13. So weekend vibes, NASDAQ congratulates Ripple on their acquisition of Mateko. And a lot of people thought this was fake when they first seen it. But it's not fake. Even Brad Garlinghouse tweeted out about it. So NASDAQ appreciation of Ripple Mateko acquisition triggers IPO speculations. And once again, the IPO talk is coming up more and more all over crypto Twitter. I'll keep you up to date on that as well. But that shows you that this case is pretty much a done deal for Ripple as well. Top reasons why XRP price can hit $1 in June. Now, this comes from Extra VOD, who I honestly watched his channel years ago. The only thing I didn't like about it, he's too involved with that Mr. Pull and the Riddlers. I need to see more facts, but that's just me. So he also said that the phase price before the law has gained traction, within the XRP community. It suggests that the price of XRP may experience a surge before any regulatory clarity or legislation is established. And that is true. I can see that happening because people don't want to miss out and they want to get XRP at the cheapest possible price. So as we start moving through the month of June, and we still haven't had a judgment yet, people are still going to continue to buy up XRP. They want to pack their bags before it's too late. Using sophisticated forensic techniques to help the U.S. Department of Justice, the Internal Revenue Service, and dozens of other government agencies around the world. Chain Analyst CEO says thousands of crypto investigations are now underway. Well, most likely the IRS is taking a look at our crypto holdings or trying to gain access to our crypto holdings at the same time. Most likely they're going after the exchanges to get those records because this country is hell-bent on everybody paying their fair share. But we pay our fair share. And where does the money go? They spend it like it's nothing. Most of it ends up out of the country, even though we have a lot of problems right here at home. But that's why there's probably so many investigations going on. How Ripple is shaping the cross-border transaction in banking. So yesterday I talked about ODL in a video. I want to actually point out what this means. So the banking industry is known for its cautious approach to adopting new technologies. However, a growing number of banks are now embracing Ripple, a blockchain-based payment protocol for cross-border transactions. Let's explore the reasons behind banks' adoption of Ripple and how it is revolutionizing cross-border payments. So swift and efficient cross-border transactions, everybody wants that. But they also want those transactions to be cheap. So once a bank starts utilizing RippleNet, and you could send money from this country to another country much cheaper than you can today, more and more banks will get on board with that. But enhanced liquidity management, this is where XRP plays a role. This is where our investment comes into factor. Ripple's digital asset, XRP, plays a crucial role in its payment protocol. Banks can utilize XRP as a bridge currency to facilitate liquidity management during cross-border transactions. Traditionally, banks maintain nostril and vostro accounts in different currencies to facilitate international transfers. With Ripple, banks can use XRP as a liquidity bridge, eliminating the need for the multiple accounts and reducing the associated cost and complexities. This streamlined approach to liquidity management improves capital efficiency and optimizes banks' use of resources. So that's how important XRP is. That's why I said whenever you see RippleNet being utilized at first, you know later the secret sauce is coming, XRP. Expanded global reach and market access. By adopting Ripple, banks can gain access to RippleNet, a global network of financial institutions utilizing Ripple's payment protocol. This network enables banks to expand their reach and connect with partners worldwide. That's why RippleNet is so important. Compliance and regulatory considerations. Everybody knows you have to follow the rules. So Ripple's commitment to compliance and regulatory requirements is another factor attracting banks. Ripple Labs, the company behind Ripple, actively collaborates with regulators and works towards ensuring its technology aligns with regulatory frameworks. But that's what happened with the SEC. Ripple went in there. They were fully transparent. They said, listen, this is what we're doing. Instead, they got hit with a lawsuit because we know the big banks were controlling the SEC. Plus, we have government officials controlling the SEC. Gary's just the puppet. Innovation and competitive advantage. Banks recognize the importance of staying competitive in an evolving financial landscape. By adopting Ripple, banks demonstrate their commitment to innovation and their willingness to leverage emerging technologies to deliver improved services to customers. That's what sets Ripple apart. That's why year over year, you're going to see Ripple steal more and more business away from Swift. Because if one bank is using Swift and another bank's using Ripple, and you see on a daily basis how Ripple is outperforming Swift in every single way, other banks are going to want to jump ship and get on board with Ripple as well. That's why I always said you are holding one of the greatest assets of all time. This is your life-changing chance, your one opportunity. Hold on to your XRP. Debt ceiling negotiations push towards critical default deadline, but now it seems like they have a debt ceiling deal, which I said before. They're going to come to some sort of agreement on this, probably down to the wire, because they're trying to control the mainstream media news at the same time. Probably they're hiding something much bigger that's actually going on. XRP eyes 50 cents on SEC versus Ripple optimism and U.S. debt ceiling news. But do you see how important it is to talk about the daily events that are happening on the mainstream media news? Because everything plays into a factor with XRP and Ripple and other cryptocurrencies as well. Everything coincides with each other. That's why you'll see me in a lot of videos point out facts that are going on in the banking system. BRICS getting more traction. Even the Great Reset videos all play a factor with XRP. A lot of people always said to me, how come you're talking about this in a crypto video? Once you start to realize that everything plays along with each other, that's when you realize what I'm actually showing you. All the facts that lead to something much, much bigger. Creating a table of the largest companies ranked by their political influence that are threatened by Ripple's business model and payment system. Now, when you take a look at this list, right, it's pretty spot on. First, you see number one, JP Morgan. Ripple's payment system can reduce the need for intermediary banks in international transactions, affecting banking giants' transfer fees. Like I said, Ripple cuts out the fees, and that's why the banks hate it. That's where they make their money. Visa, Ripple transaction technology promises faster, cheaper processing, which could challenge traditional card-based transaction systems. And everything that Ripple does improves the banking system. That's why everybody hates XRP. That's why Ripple is still tied up in a lawsuit to delay the inevitable, XRP taking over all the world's money. HSBC Holdings, Western Union, MasterCard, Citigroup, PayPal Holdings, Bank of America. Well, it looks like Bank of America is going to jump on board with Ripple. Soon as this case ends, get on board with that on-demand liquidity. Then you see Swift, and I think Swift is very intimidated by RippleNet. And I think that's why we're going to see Swift and Ripple work together in the future. But then it goes on to talk about how they could keep Ripple from expanding and growing. So let's just talk about JP Morgan, because this puts the SEC case into perspective. JP Morgan Chase could lobby for stringent regulations on cryptocurrency and blockchain technology under the premise of protecting consumers and maintaining financial stability. Exactly what we see going on right now. But this is where you actually see the headlines. Blockchain firm Consensus raises $65 million from JP Morgan and others. Blockchain firm Consensus raises $200 million from HSBC. Visa partners with Consensus to help bridge CBDCs with traditional finance. Do you see the pattern of what's really going on? Everybody is trying to come up with a better solution. Everybody's trying to come up with something to compete with XRP and Ripple. There's not going to be an alternative. It's already been written. It's going to happen. You could see it all playing out in real time. Ripple partnering with the biggest banks in the world. Ripple overseas talking with the EU, talking with the BIS, the IMF. Ripple's even tied in with the World Economic Forum, which I think is the most evil entity in the world. But why is Ripple there? Because that's where all the money is. But with that said, I'm going to wrap up today's video. I want to thank you all for watching. I appreciate all of you. I'll see you in the next one. Have a great night.